let's let's talk about the day you were telling me about how you saved this lady on the highway, right? And then you said that couldn't start her car, and you
Yeah,
found out after a lot of trial and error, you found out it's the
it's the gear. It was in gear, so that's why the car couldn't start. It's a safety feature of the car.
uh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that
But
could be that even as simple as that. That could be very
mm,
very stressful. You don't know what's
yeah,
wrong, right?
yeah. I think it's more stressful for her because she's stuck in the middle of the road and she's blocking people.
Oh yeah, her car is
Yeah,
blocking other people.
yes. So I was helping her to get her car started. After a
Mm-mm.
few attempts, still couldn't get it started. So I went into the cabin to have a look, and I look around and noticed that the gear the car is in gear. So that's
Mm-mm.
why there's not even an ignition sound. So I guess that's the problem. So when the gear shift was pushed to neutral to parking mode, then the car could start lah. So I guess in a
Mm.
panic she forgot to that it's in gear. That's why she couldn't
Mm.
start. So actually I don't even have to jump start for her.
Mm. What other
Yeah,
tips? I know that I know that you have a history of saving people on the roads, right?
I don't
You
know
told
why.
me. What other tips can you share that can make our driving experience less stressful? Or what other tips that you can share? The ones that I know is quite basic, like, make sure that you have your car service on
Fuel.
time. Make sure that you have,
Mm.
yeah, all those stuff. Any other tips that you can share?
Well, besides those maintenance tips, I would say
Mm,
that uh, be prepared on the road. For example, okay, if you are driving on the road and there's people who want to overtake you, just
mm,
be cool and let them overtake you. We are not in a race to somewhere. If they want to be faster, then just move aside and let them cut you. It's no issue. We are not in a race. There's no
that's right.
need for me
That's right.
to actually drive faster than them so that they can drive faster than normal. All right.
That's right.
Uh, yeah. So I will just move aside and let them just overtake me. Man, problem solved.
I noticed
Yeah.
that for me, my practice is that if I'm on the road and there's people are racing like crazy around me, I will
Mm,
just make sure I maintain my speed. I don't try to go left or right. I just maintain my speed. At least they can
correct.
predict me. Because I can't
Mm,
predict them. If I also go like crazy, so they can't predict me. There's a higher chance
mm,
of accident. So I just maintain
correct.
my speed, maintain the direction. The other thing that that I normally do to reduce my stress when I travel, especially long distance, right, is that I expect to have my
It's down
bob
again.
is
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I forgot to tie it up just now. So anyway, I expect to have my car break down. So that's why if I were to bring my nephews or my niece on a long distance trip, right, my thinking would be,
Mm,
okay, there's a possibility that my car will break down. So I make
mm,
sure that I take the trip early in the morning, just in case it
mm,
breaks down. There's still
mm,
sunlight for us to do something, to get
mm,
help and stuff.
mm,
And I noticed that with that mindset, right, if I do get my car stuck or in an accident or something, my mind is at peace with it. Oh, okay, fine. This could happen, and it has happened. So it's quite easy
mm.
to accept it and move on.
And the other thing could be making sure your spare tire is fully pressurized, because normally
Yeah,
people forget that.
yeah, that's right, that's right.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't have the type that you can auto inflate. So mine is still
Mm,
the old traditional type, right? So you still have to pump. And
mm,
yeah, after a while, right, I noticed that the although you don't use it, the air
mm.
actually seems to escape.
Yep. And maybe
Mm-mm.
to avoid the surprise of having a deflated tire when you need it most, you can
Mm-mm.
actually buy a battery operated tire pump, so that even
Ah,
if it's not fully pressurized, in case you need it, you can just pump the air from this compressor.
okay, that
Yeah,
makes sense. Mm-mm.
yeah.
The
Besides
other
that,
mm,
mm,
yep, go on.
after you, yeah.
Mm. The other thing I noticed about this car tires, right, is that my current car tire, one of it is smooth. S-
All right.
I bought all four at the same time. I changed them about the
Mm,
same time, from the same shop, same model, everything. The other three is still fine. It was only about last year and a half. So it's quite relatively new. But the front left one, very visibly smooth. I have no idea, but
Okay.
it's totally smooth from all direction.
All
So
right.
I'll be changing that soon. It's quite interesting that it can be worn out so quickly lah.
It could be due to your shock absorber, which is faulty.
Hmm.
Yeah. Is it only one side?
Okay. Yeah, it's only that one tire.
One tire? Maybe you should check your shock absorber.
Hmm. Okay.
Because
Okay.
it
Thank you
happened
for
to
that.
me as well. That's what I learned in life. Some things that I
Mm.
learned from the mechanic. So this is one
Mm.
of the tips. The shock absorber could be having an issue. So have it checked.
Mm.
Lah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Because
you are. Mm. Yeah, and you are also not only very well versed in driving a car, but you are also one of those big bikers, right? So what do you call
yeah,
that? That
they call it super bike. Lah.
super bikers, right? Super bikers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How different is it from the things that you need to think about when you drive a car and the things that you need to about when you have a motorbike? And not only super bikers, you're talking about
Mm,
motorbikes because in
yeah.
Malaysia, majority of the accidents, the serious ones are concerning motorbikes, right? So
Correct. Yes.
what are the tips that you can share?
Well, it is more critical on the bike because on the bike there's only two wheels. The chance of you falling off is very high. So you need
Yeah.
to practice defensive driving. You need to anticipate events that may happen, right? For example,
Mm.
if there's the car, although that it does not give a signal, it may turn suddenly make a
Yeah.
left turn. So just
Yeah.
prepare
That's right.
for it. Yeah. So just stay
Yeah.
behind, and then if there's a big lorry, all right, either you overtake it or you stay far behind because lorries are
Mm.
very dangerous.
Mm-mm.
If you go underneath the lorry, you will definitely not survive. So it's
Yeah.
better
That's right.
to anticipate these kind of accident scenes and avoid it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm, mm. In terms of lorry, right? When I drive to Malacca, our hometown, or anywhere like in Malaysia, when I
Mm,
drive, right, one of my strategy is that I will normally when I drive on the highway is about 70, 80. That's my
mm,
normal speed. So the way I do
mm,
that is you drive, you look for a lorry.
mm,
When you see a lorry, normally the lorry is about 70, 80 like that.
mm,
So what I'll do is that I will park myself behind the lorry with a good
mm,
distance, and I
mm.
just follow the lorry all the way until I reach Malacca. It may take
Okay.
me an hour longer, but it's okay.
Mm.
I can listen to good lectures on
Relaxing. Yeah.
YouTube or whatever. Yeah, it's quite nice. So that's a very simple thing that I normally do when I travel long distance.
Okay. And
Yeah.
since you are not in a hurry, why not you consider driving on the old trunk road to enjoy the sights and also the food that could be that you can find on along the way.
That's a good idea.
You know this part after Seremban. If you use the old trunk road,
Ah, yes.
there's a lot of this uh, ikan salai shop.
Oh yeah.
Ikan salai. Salai as in using the coconut husk, coconut shell to provide the smoke. That is
grill
the
grill
local
fish.
style.
Grill
Smoke,
fish like
smoke.
ikan bakar.
They call it
Oh,
smoke.
it's
Yeah,
smoked.
smoked.
Okay.
Salai,
Mm,
smoked. Yeah,
that's interesting.
yeah,
Okay, okay.
yeah. And normally they will have this catfish or ikan keli,
Mm-mm.
which they sell for about I think 25 ringgit per kilo. Right,
Uh,
we can buy it and enjoy it, but it will take a long
uh,
time for it to get smoked because you know the heat from the smoke is not
yeah,
so high.
that's right.
So
That's right.
normally you have to wait about half an
Uh,
hour here. Yeah,
wait, what's the name of this town or this spot?
I can't recall it now. Maybe I will update you later. But
Okay,
it's just
okay,
right
okay.
after Saraman town, just before I
Okay,
think just before Senawang. I think.
okay, can.
Yeah.
The other thing about anticipation, right, is that my mindset right now when I go to a traffic lights, I always
Mm.
anticipate that there are some people who will not follow traffic lights.
Sure,
So
definitely
even
yes.
even though it's green, right, I will still drive as if there's a possibility some nut job might just go through the
Yeah,
red lights. Huh?
correct. And then on the other hand, there's also some drivers who will not move even though it's green,
Yeah,
right? Because they are on the phone.
yeah,
Simple
that's
as
right.
that.
Yeah, yeah. So on that note, if you are anticipating that some people might get stuck on the phone,
Yeah,
then you don't get angry when they do because okay, some people are
correct.
like that. Huh?
Yes,
So you
yes.
don't have to get angry because of that.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. As long as we are more forgiving, I think we will be
That's
living a
right.
more stress-free life. Yeah,
That's
correct. Yes,
right. That's
yes,
right.
yes.